Hello, hello. In today's video, I want to challenge you. What is something that really bothers you about other people? Just drives you crazy. You can't stand it. I'm going to give an example in a minute, but I want you to think about that. And I want to challenge you with the fact that you probably have that quality within yourself if you take the time to really look at it. If not, it may be in your shadow, you may be denying it. My example is going to be hypocrisy. So people not practicing what they preach. It really used to viscerally bother me in my stomach. I just like hated it. I couldn't stand it. One example was a family member, and I remember her seeing somebody on TV that wasn't managing their money well. And she was like, "Oh, well, if you let me talk to them and help them with their money, I'd be able to help them." And this person did not handle their money well. They did not practice what they preached. And there's other examples, but I heard this and I could tell it really bothered me. I was like, God, oh, I can't stand the hypocrisy. And I noticed that because on my healing journey, I got more aware of the things I was feeling. And I really made a connection one night because my wife and I were having a talk and she was really down about something. And I'm on this self improvement, self discovery kick. I have been for many years now. This was 3, 4 years ago, and I'd done a lot of work, but still a lot of work to go. And when she was telling me about something that was bothering her, I started telling her about reframing it. Well, don't look at it this way, look at it that way and make it positive. And she looked a little annoyed and she looked at me, and I'll never forget. This changed my life. She looked at me and said, "Why would I reframe it positively when you don't do that yourself?" And again, this is about 4 years ago, and I was still a very negative person. I haven't done all the work I have today, but that hit me like a laser beam right through my heart. And it just hit me, and I stopped, and I'd done enough work to listen to it. And I went, wow, she's right. And at that moment, maybe not that moment, but that moment was burned in my head. And later I've been able to piece together that the reason why that family member or anybody else that was a hypocrite just bothered me so much is because, as my wife called me out, that was a big part of my shadow, a dark part of my psyche that I wasn't able to or didn't want to realize. And when the light was shined on it at that moment, sometimes people say the right thing at the right moment, it just hit you perfectly. That one hit me perfectly, and I'll never forget it. It flipped a light switch onto my brain, and I pieced together that family member bothered me so much with the hypocrisy because unfortunately there was a big part of me that was a hypocrite. I was learning all these self-help things, but I hadn't started applying all of them yet. And then I was telling my wife to use them, and she went, "Whoa, whoa, 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 wait a minute. Why would I do it when you don't?" So this all comes back around for you to consider in yourself. What is something that you just can't stand about other people? Just gets on your nerves, just drives you crazy. You just hate this when people do this. And I want you to challenge to look at that and really see if maybe somewhere in you that is one of your attributes. Maybe it's in your shadow. You don't notice it, you don't want to look at it. There's usually a growth opportunity there. Noticing these things is the first step in order to repair them, and you're going to level up by doing that. So, just a friendly note for you. Anytime you bring a part of your shadow into the light and you can work on it, you become a lot stronger. All right, everybody, take care.